Good morning, guys. I'm right here again. Had to wake up at this time. I had to wake up a little earlier. I had to wake up at 1:45 so I could be right here at the port by 4 a.m. I got here at about 3:38. But yeah, got a dual transaction, empty in, load out. Nice. Just gotta wait right here, and the machine's actually already here to take off my empty. I already unlocked all my corners before I came in, and hopefully this is a smooth empty in and load out. Smooth. It's crazy because for a while, these machines kept on getting stuck. Like you come to APM, and then the machine will bring you your load, and it'll drop the load all the way to where it's like maybe that far away from being set down all the way on the chassis, and then it would just be stuck. And you have to call someone on the intercom, and then they'll talk. They'll say, like, "Hey, driver, your machine has to be remotely controlled because we're having technical issues." So yeah, I would have to like wait here for however long. One time it was like a whole hour that I had to wait for someone to remotely just drop my load and set it down all the way on my chassis. Oh, look at that. My load's already here. All right, let's see how it goes. Hopefully this is smooth right here. I wonder why it was doing all that beeping. Nice. Dang, I was here for like less than 5 minutes. One machine took off my empty, and then the other one put my load on my chassis. Crazy. Oh yeah, everything's working smooth today. Let's see, then that light turns green, and then the gate opens. Bam. Open sesame. Damn, these machines are moving today. Quick. They're just going non-stop. Wow. That must be like the automation parking lot over there. All right, time to roll. Gotta turn on my flashers as I go through roadability so that the mechanics can check everything. Make sure the lights are working. Sometimes they'll make me stop and then hit all my tires. All right, he just waved me by. But if they see that it's a own chassis, then most likely they'll just wave you by. Because they're not supposed to work on own chassis. But for a while, these ports were getting real picky. And like, if there was anything wrong, even though if it was a own chassis, if there was anything wrong with your chassis, like if it needed a VIT or if like one light was out, like they wouldn't even let you leave with the load. They would make you go back to what's called a flip line, where there's a top handler that'll take your loaded container off your chassis. And then basically you gotta leave the terminal and then come back with either a different chassis that doesn't have any problems, or you gotta get that chassis fixed. And that, man, only had to do that once. Thank God. But man, it's like, it's a freaking nightmare to have to go through that, because like, especially if you had waited a long time to get that load. Like sometimes us port drivers, we wait anywhere from like 2 hours up to like 6 hours sometimes. And like if it's one of those type of days, plus now they make you freaking go get your container flipped. You gotta leave the port with that chassis and then come back with a good chassis and then pick up that same load. Oh man, yeah, that's a freaking nightmare. But anyways, yeah, lately they've calmed down. They're not doing that no more, for the most part. Knock on wood. Hopefully they don't do that again. But all right, let's see if I'm gonna get stuck again. Come on, open, 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 open. Yeah, that's how it's supposed to work. Immediately. See, we got this RFID thing right here on the mirror, and it automatically detects when you're close to the gate, and then it'll read like, you know, all your information, the load that you picked up, your truck number, license plate, all that stuff. And then once they see that everything matches, then the gate will just lift up automatically. And right here, since this port is mostly automated, it just does everything by the computer. Got this nice view of the water right here. And I see a lot of ships out in the water. When you look out in the ocean and you see a bunch of lights, you know those are ships. Pretty cool. There's a lot of things that I hate about truck driving and working out of the ports. There's a lot of things that could be annoying, but there's a lot of things that I love about working at the ports, getting these container loads. You get to see a lot of amazing views, beautiful sunrises, sunsets, the big machinery at the ports. Yeah, ocean views. Yeah, I love it. Look at that beautiful view right there. Damn. Freaking awesome. Yep, smooth day right here out of 8 p.m. Let's see, what time is it? 4:18 right now. What time I say I got here at 3:38. So I'm already on the road. It's only been 30 minutes. But anyways, I'm gonna cut the video right here, you guys. If you made it all the way to the end, I appreciate you. Hey, I'm trying to be a Amazon affiliate and sell things on Amazon. If you buy something off of one of those links in the description, then I'll get a small commission. I could buy myself a coffee or something. Nah, I don't know. But anyways, if you're out there driving, drive safe, and I hope you have a blessed day.